Welcome to episode 2 of the Brian and
Joey show.
We got a great show in store for you, Joe. Joe, we got a lot of shit we got to talk about. It was a great week, wasn't it?
Great week.
I did a little spiritual retreat up in Vermont this weekend. I got centered. I realized that I love retreats. Not a huge fan of camping. Camping kind of...
Yeah, tell us why.
Well, there was a point in my life where I was homeless, Joseph. And
It's my slave name.
homeless Joe? Is that, Joseph's your slave name.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
All right.
Well, anyway, I had a great time on the trip. Bar none, one of the greatest weekends I've had in a little while. You know, like got away, got to recharge, happy to be back in Jersey. But I fucking hate sleeping on the ground.
It reminded you of being under the L in Kensington.
Yeah. Pull that mic up a little closer to your face.
All right. Does this work?
Much better.
All right.
Yes. Well, I wasn't really homeless in Philly. I was more homeless in California.
Okay.
And there was this one...
Skid Row?
No, I was in
Okay.
I was in Tahoe. I was up in the mountains, and there was this park area where I used to kind of just slumber. I was doing crystal meth, so I didn't really sleep. I didn't sleep that much, you know what I mean? But when I wanted to go relax, I would read a book.
Right.
I was a big fan of the library when I was getting high, man, because it made me feel like a real person.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting on these computers and I'm looking shit up on the internet neurotically because I'm high as hell.
Right.
And I'd be next to these grandmas, doing word searches and shit.
Right.
It's very strange. But to me, camping correlates camping is cool for white people who want to just get away, right? They want to get back to nature. It's real cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
But it's not for people. You ever see a brother camping?
No.
No, because black people don't do stupid shit. They're not crazy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Am I getting a little far off with this?
Yeah, sort of.
They're
But
not,
I know what you're
crazy,
talking about.
bro.
I know what you're
they're
talking about. It's fun. It's fun to people that are kind of man.
They want this life experience thing. Let's go sleep in
they
the
want to
woods.
live. They want to live animalistic, but it's not so fun when you've lived animalistic before.
Right, and then go back to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's retarded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever, and the thing I brought up the brothers, right? And this is a little shout out to Chris Rock. Have you ever heard his Black People Aren't Crazy skit?
I'm sure I have. Chris Rock is one of my favorite stand-up comedians of all time.
He hands down, he's the best. So what Chris Rock is talking about in this is it's black people aren't crazy. Black people do stupid shit. He's you know what I'm talking about?
No,
he's
I just love your impression of it.
Was it not good, right?
I like it. Go ahead, keep
so
going.
he's yeah, you see everyone on death row, a bunch of white guys, but you talk to a brother, it's like, brother, what you in here for? Socks. I done stole me 40 pairs of socks. You know what I mean? It's just it's dumb shit, not crazy.
Right.
There's a distinct difference. And camping is exclusively a white person thing to do for whatever reason.
So when you were on meth, did you camp in California?
I wouldn't really call it camping, bro. I was homeless.
But were you in a tent?
No, bro. I couldn't
Okay.
afford a tent. I was on the ground. I also didn't sleep though because I was getting high the whole time.
I never got into meth.
Fortunate.
Yeah.
Fortunate. Dude, it was terrible, bro. It was absolutely terrible. If I can find a picture of me on crystal, I'll upload it at this point.
Yeah.
In
Meth
the podcast.
It's getting big all over, but I feel like it hasn't really hit Jersey like it. I mean, it's hit in Jersey definitely, but it hasn't hit the East Coast like that. Out west, dude, they're all about that.
Everywhere, bro.
Midwest.
Everywhere it was out there. I had never even seen it before I moved out there. And what happened was I was in the casino, and actually I flew out there to get off of heroin, right? My buddy had a weed farm, so I flew out there. He helped me out, dude. Really good guy. I'm not going to mention his name because it's probably not good for this purpose. You know what I mean? Don't need you in the microphone, bud. You know who you are.
He knows.
He flew me out, and I fucked over one of my other friends out there. I still need to kind of make things right with him. That's another story. But yeah, he flew me out there. I kind of weaned myself off of heroin. And the next thing I know, I'm in the mountains, and I'm at this bar, and I'm shooting the shit with some guy, and I'm hammered drunk. And he's like, yo, you want a bump? And I'm like, sure. So I sniff what I think to be cocaine, and it burns, and I'm like, ah, shit. I was like, was that crystal? And he was like, yeah, what'd you think it was? Like, I'm the asshole thinking it was cocaine, you know?
Right.
And it was like kind of those like, hey, welcome to the West Coast. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
He was like, how else do you do it, you know?
He was like, yeah, what'd you think it was? And I'm like, I don't know, fucking coke.
Yeah.
Like, I remember seeing it, you know, it was like on a folded up piece of paper.
Yeah.
And I like looked at it, I'm like, man, some scales, bro. This shit was all shiny.
I've never even seen meth. The closest thing I did to it is Molly. You
very
know
similar. I mean? The high is actually very, very similar.
People that I did it with were convinced that it actually was meth. We were just eating meth. I mean, I don't, you know what I mean? The Molly was I couldn't get off it for a week straight. And I went
you sleep at all?
I mean, because I had heroin to come down off of it. But I mean, I couldn't stop eating it. I think I took it on my 19th birthday. I don't know. I don't remember. It was one of those years. I was out of high school. I know that, and I just kept rolling. My dad's 60th birthday party. It was at my sister's house, and I couldn't stop eating it. So I'm like with my family, and I'm just like at my dad's birthday party. They're singing "Happy Birthday," and I'm rolling, dude. Like I'm just like my heart is beating. I'm just like, dude. It was nutty. It was nutty.
Yeah, man, I think that's probably how you know you're like the real deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like once that once that idea in your head goes and you fucking put one in you, it's over.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we went out for dinner too, Longhorns or something. I just
how did
fucking
you even,
rolling. Just
how did you even eat?
I don't know. I probably didn't.
Like, hey, another beer here, mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah. We weren't drinking beers. We
That's
weren't
right.
drinking beers no more?
Yo, we weren't drinking beers no more?
Yeah,
that was the best part of the last podcast.
You liked that one?
Yeah, it was great. I replayed it.
Yeah.
I do this thing where I don't really like to listen to what I do. Are you the same way with music? Do you like to listen to your own music that you make?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm just so fucking critical of myself, dude. So like,
Right.
You said you do enjoy it or you don't?
I don't, dude. I don't listen to anything I ever do.
Yeah.
No way.
That's like a lot of like actors are like that.
Yeah,
like
don't
Johnny
watch their
Depp
shit.
doesn't watch his own movies, apparently. Allegedly. No, but I know what you're saying. I mean, I don't know. I'm real critical with my own music and stuff like that. So sometimes, yeah, I get that.
The reason that I kind of got up on that was because Vin Scully, the guy who he was the announcer for the Dodgers forever, right? Like 60 something years.
Right.
He never listened to any game he broadcasted. So I was like, I like that. You know what I mean? When I was kind of getting into this, I like listened to some stuff Vin Scully recorded. And he says he doesn't listen to any of his shit. Like never listened to one game he broadcasted. Because that you get in your head, man, and then you like hear yourself, and they're like, "Oh, is this how other people hear me?" And then you're fucked.
Yeah, I think naturally that's like I feel like naturally most people are like
100%.
You know, 100%.
Well, a lot of people aren't in the same sort of platform as this though to like realize that shit.
Oh
you know
yeah.
Because like, say if you're a carpenter, like you're like, "Oh, it's a nice piece of furniture," but you're like, I could have sanded it a little better over here. I could have stained it. I don't know.
Right. Right.
Well, Joe, we had a bunch of topics that we were going to talk about, and we kind of got on a 8-minute meth tangent.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
Well, the thing I kind of wanted to get at you about is, my cousin Eric Weichel, who will be on this podcast at some point in the future.
Cool.
He texted me and said it was the 7th anniversary of the Section.80 album.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, dude. That's a fucking album right there.
We were talking right before we started. I do like Kendrick, right? I'm a Kendrick fan for sure.
Love Kendrick.
You remember the website DatPiff?
Yeah.
So I've been on DatPiff forever, right? Like always just downloading like random shit.
Yeah, that's the spot.
And when I was in high school, I came across a Kendrick like mixtape or something, like 2007, 2008 maybe.
Okay. Back when he was K. Dot.
Right, and I didn't even know it was K. Dot until you just told me before that. I didn't remember that was a thing. But I listened to it, and I remember it had like some weird purple album cover or something. Like the album art was really weird. But I listened to that.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you?
I forget what the fuck it's called.
2008, 2009, something like that. I might have even been in college when I listened to it. And I also listened to Overly Dedicated.
That's a really good one, too.
And then it was funny, like, I guess, what was it, 2012, that Good Kid, Mad City came out?
That's the best.
2012, right?
Yeah.
But I
think so. Yeah.
I was like,
it was my senior year, so
2012,
11 or 12, yeah.
So that shit came out, and I was like, oh shit, this guy got famous. Like I listened to his mixtape like 5 years ago.
Man, he was just different, dude. I mean, a lot of people consider him like the king of the West
right now,
the king of hip hop. Yeah, like The Game came out and said it. Dre signed him. I'm pretty sure he said it. So I mean, he's good, bro. I don't know, man. I just really didn't like his last 2 albums, to be honest with you. Like, there were some things here and there, but like collectively, I didn't like it.
Well, now what did? Now I always like you always say that what was the last album you liked, like loved, cover to cover,
Like from Kendrick?
From anybody. We've had this conversation before.
Dude, that's like.
Was it Forest Hill Drives?
Man, yeah.
Because that's what you said to me. I think.
I'd probably say that. Yeah, I'd probably say Forest Hills Drive.
Now I would even say the Sideline Story. I'd even take it back there. I like the Sideline Story more than Forest Hill Drives.
No way.
What do you mean?
No way. I mean, if I had to pick anything other than Forest Hills Drives, it would be the mixtapes. The Warm Up and Friday Night Lights, those were phenomenal too. But like, if we're talking albums, Forest Hills Drive is just crazy. Like you said, dude, cover to cover. When that shit came out, I was just like, yes, this is the album. This is the album. And a lot of people hate on For Your Eyes Only. That was.
I didn't really like it.
See, I don't get that, dude. There was bangers on that. It was real conscious too. Don't get me wrong. Like, the song "For Your Eyes Only" is just deep as hell, and I just feel like that kind of like storytelling stuff just isn't appreciated anymore. And like, don't get me wrong, dude. I'm not one of those people that's like all for storytelling and rap and like, you know, it's all about the lyrics. Like, obviously it's not. It's what sounds good now, you know. But I feel like at some point you got to have both. You got to have something for the radio and you got to have some kind of depth to what you're doing though. And that's why I love Cole so much, is because for me, he's able to do that. He's able to stay relevant,
right?
But make it like his own way, dude. You know what I mean?
Well, what did you think of his new album, the newest one?
At first, I didn't like it. It really fucking grew on me.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It really, really grew on me.
That's the thing with the music right now, is it's doing the same thing to me. With Kanye's new album,
yeah,
it like grows on me. Even
Kanye's new album is great. I still have yet to hear the Cudi. I'm behind.
Dude, the Cudi album,
I'm fresh out of rehab. I gotta catch up. You know?
Here's the thing. This is what I was gonna say. The reason that I think I like the Sideline Story so much is because of where I was at in my life when it came out, and it brings me back to a lot of good times that I had. And the reason I don't like the new Kid Cudi album is because it doesn't sound like Kid Cudi when he came out, which was about the same time that the Sideline Story came out. Probably a difference by like 2 years.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi's first like Day and Night and all those like jammers that came out was like 2009, 2010. And that's when I was having a fucking blast, bro. Yeah. Even 2008 maybe, or 2009 that shit came out. 2008, 2009.
08, 09. Yeah.
And that's when I was like just graduating from high school, going into college, having like a great time before everything got bad.
Cudi's great too, man. He's so different.
Exactly. That's what I love about him, dude. And that music came out at a time where, you know, I thought I had the world by the balls. You know what I mean? And I was having a fucking blast. You know what I mean? That was like the good times that like...
Right.
Before shit got really shitty.
Yeah. I like to consider it as like the beginning of the end. You know what
exactly.
I mean? Yeah.
So that shit came out and it was fire.
Yeah, it's like, okay, what I was doing when that stuff came out is like, I don't know, I thought life was great, but really like I was heading down this path. But you can't help but to like almost reminisce about it. You know what I mean? It's hard not to, because they were, like I said, it's the beginning of the end, you know?
Yeah, beginning of the end. Yeah, you're right. Dude, you got to reminisce about the good times, you know what I mean? Yeah. You also have to like look at the bad times, right? But it's like, I was telling somebody today, man, I try to like think back of the past 5 years, and I cannot remember where I was at what time. Yeah. Like, ask me how long ago I lived in California. Go ahead, ask me.
How long?
I don't know, sometime within the past 5 years. How long? I have no idea. I don't know if it was 15, 16, 17. It wasn't 17. I think it was 15.
Really?
But it's just like, the time is really irrelevant for me when it comes to shit like that. You know, like I know where I'm at now.
I mean, because in that period of your lifetime, like what does matter? You know what I mean?
Fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing but finding out where I can get like the next dollar at.
Yeah. You all right?
Yeah. I'm just trying to tell this microphone to be quiet. Yeah, man. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of that J. Cole album.
Forest Hills Drive?
No. What's the new one called?
Oh, KOD.
Yeah, KOD. Yeah. Dude, some of the shit was good. The KOD song was pretty tight.
See, I think like I don't know.
You didn't like it?
the song, I mean, it was okay, but like for me, it was like Window Pane is great. Kevin's Heart, I think, is great. The video is like awesome too.
Oh, dude, I watched that J-Rock, J. Cole song, Osmo. Wasn't that what it was called? OSMO?
Yeah, something like that. OSM or something.
I think it was OSMO.
Oh, okay.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Honestly, J-Rock's verse on it was better.
Right.
But dude, the video was that not dope? That's a cool concept,
fucking
right?
deep, dude.
Yeah, that shit was right.
Yeah, and they get blasted at the end by those dudes.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember exactly how the video went on, but what were they? They were doing some shady shit.
Some kind of robbery, yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, they robbed somebody. That's it. And then at the end they died.
Yeah.
I watched that, dude, and I was like, what the fuck?
See, that's what but that's what I mean. Like when it comes to hip hop and stuff like that, I just feel like that's what it lacks today, is like the creativeness and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just really like that video.
Dude, I mean, it was...
J-Rock's coming to Philly soon too.
I think you told me that.
Yeah,
I would like to go. Where is he? At the TLA or the Electric Factory or something like that?
I can't remember where I read it.
Maybe if he watches this, he'll give us tickets.
I posted about it. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
Get him on the show.
Yeah. He's part of J-Rock's part of Black Hippie Crew too with Kendrick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're really close.
J-Rock and Lil Wayne had a song. Dude, there was like 4 or 5 J-Rock songs I used to listen to.
Really?
Like throughout the time.
It's good, man.
Him and Lil Wayne did some song that Lil Wayne had an awesome verse on. That I was a big fan of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, shit. Music's getting kind of crazy, bro.
Wayne needs to come back with some. I miss Wayne. I really do.
He's done, man.
Is he done? He just
I
needs
guess.
To, yeah.
You know, it's like his shit ran its course.
All right. Well, you know what? That's better than like him trying to come out with new stuff that just isn't working like some people do.
And I don't want to count him out or anything like that because and the thing with Lil Wayne is like at the time, like the music got played out, you know what I mean? But like looking back on it now, I'm like, dude, this shit was so good.
I know.
And we talked about that in the last podcast, dude. The Carter 2, the Carter 3.
Yeah.
It's like I listen back to and I find myself going on like my Spotify and listening to that.
That
now.
Shit is nostalgic.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it must be the same thing, dude. That's the thing with music is you listen to it because it triggers like that memory of like back when it first came out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like last time I was talking about how that girl at the curly fry shop or whatever.
Crinkle cut fries?
Crinkle cut fries. Joey's sister, what did she
what
did she text you?
She texted me. I guess she was like food shopping or something, and she was looking in the papers, like like those like shop
the flyer,
yeah. And she saw a bag of crinkle cut fries, took a picture, and sent it to me.
Shout out, bro.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's just because I never heard that term before, but whatever. Maybe I did, and I just wasn't paying attention.
What I think's cool, bro, is that we're starting to gain somewhat of a following since our last podcast. Was that last week we did that?
Yeah, it was last week.
That's crazy. It seems like it was such a long time ago.
Seems like a month ago. Today was the longest week of my life.
Why?
It's just a lot of shit going on.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, JoJo. It'll be okay. But
no, it's my first week back down in South Jersey.
Right.
I mean, it's just I'm just trying to get everything organized. But no, it's cool, man.
Oh shit, this is pretty cool. Well, all right. So
what are you looking up?
My boy that I went to high school with, this kid Byron. Always a great cat, man. Byron, I just got your Instagram message. We'll have to get you on. Let me just send this to him.
Take your time, bro.
All right, so what I was saying is, I think it's cool we're starting to get some sort of following.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your sister said something. This kid I went to high school with said, he'd love to come on and shoot the shit or whatever. Great guy, dude.
A lot of people hit me up.
Yeah, and
a lot of Illuminatis.
That's what I was just gonna get.
Were
to,
you gonna
Joe.
get to that?
Yeah,
bro. Go ahead.
So this is some weird shit, man. So like, Joey's doing a really good job of trying to you're trying to grow our Instagram following because that's really where we can get followers from. And since last week to this week, we got 218 Instagram followers, which is fucking dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Those are rookie numbers. We need to pump those fuckers
We
up.
do, dude. We need to get to 1,000.
No, it's all good. We'll get there.
We'll eventually get there. The thing that I want to work on is subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe that shit.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube.
One more time.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
There you go.
Please. So, because we want that personalized URL. So it's, youtube.com/Brian and Joey Show /Hakuna Licata Productions, whatever the hell after the slash. Not just a bunch of letters that no one's ever going to know about. So anyway, in the course of us growing this, we're getting...
that weird motherfucker hit you up.
Which
hit
one?
Us up. It looked like he was in the military when I looked at his profile.
This guy, Josh?
Yeah. I don't know. Was his name Josh? His name was something
this
on
guy.
there. Yeah, but his name was something on there, and then in the messages, it's something else. It's completely shady. That's not the one you were going to bring up, though, was it?
No, it was
okay.
It was just this Illuminati stuff, bro. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like, all right, so I first would think, I mean, these are stock photos this guy has on his Instagram page. But the first thing I think of is like, why, if there is an Illuminati, Instagram is not the way they're going to contact me. One, they're not going to contact me at all. But
no,
two,
it's a scam. It's about money. He's trying to get money.
Is that what it is?
Probably.
They want to get money. It's got to be,
He's
right?
telling, he messaged us and said, do you want to make money? And dude, like, nobody's just gonna give out free money. You know what I mean? Like, what do you talk about? He's like, do you want to? I don't know. Read the message. He says, do you want to get rich and powerful and like, yeah, of course. But I doubt talking to you is the way to go. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing. People who have money don't come to people who don't have money and be like, hey, you want to be rich too?
No, I don't get it.
You don't jive with that shit?
No.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I guess me and Joe are now about to become members of the Illuminati at some point here in the future. Yeah, so I don't know. It's some weird shit.
It is weird.
What else are we going to talk about today, JoJo?
Well, I had a suggestion from my friend Ashley. Shout out to Ashley, to talk about Narcan and the stigma behind it. A lot of people, especially who aren't addicts, feel like it's something that shouldn't be given out. And there's a huge thing about it, man. I know a lot of people that say that shit, like, oh, you know, I don't pay taxes for these fucking addicts, for the police to give them Narcan. Some of these guys have been Narcan 20 times, this, that, and the other. And it's like, dude, is that really what you're worried about? Your tax money going to?
Well,
and maybe I'm just biased because I'm an addict.
Right.
But it's like, a lot of people feel like, and this is right here, which is the most absurd thing to me, is like, a lot of people say this, and it's a lot of people's opinion. It's that they say that it's an excuse for the addicts to use because they
have
like
Narcan.
Yeah, which is like, oh my
God,
I
just
think
uneducated,
it's so
bro.
stupid. Like, I just want to say, when I was running, the last thing I was worried about was if there was Narcan. You know what I mean? Like, you were
gonna overdose.
Right. Like, I never said to myself, you know what? I think I'm gonna do some heroin today, and that's okay, because I know, just in case I overdose, the cops will get called and they'll Narcan me. That was the last thing going through my mind. And just so everybody knows, when you're shooting heroin into your arm every single day, chances are you don't fucking want to live anymore. You don't want a life. If anything, you're saying, I hope I don't get Narcan.
Right.
You know what I mean? I hope I don't come back from this, because I can't imagine waking up tomorrow and having to do this cycle all over again. And that's the biggest like misconception. You know what I mean? It's like people really think that it's like an excuse. You know? And I don't know, man. Should it be there? Should it not be there? All I know is this, and a lot of people will say, you know, oh, these people have been Narcan 10, 11 times, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. But what if it's that 10th or 11th time that they get Narcan, come back, get the help that they need, and start helping other people?
Right.
You know what I mean? What if it's that 10th or 11th time that they decide to change their life and they're an impact in other people's lives? Because nobody can help an addict better than another recovering addict.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Funny thing that you just mentioned that. I was talking to some people over the weekend. There was a point where, I was starting to help people and then they weren't doing well. You know what I mean? And I called my cousin, the one who told me about the Kendrick album, Eric. I was like, yo, bro, I'm like, these people aren't helping or aren't like, they're not doing well after I'm helping them, thinking that there's something wrong with me. And he was like, well, listen, how many people helped you out? I'm like, fuck, I don't know, 500.
Yeah.
He's like, so what if you're number 488 on the list for somebody? And I'm paraphrasing what our conversation was like, but what if you're number 488 and then 12 more people helped him and then that dude started helping people like you?
Right.
He's like, is your 488 insignificant now because you weren't the last one? And I was like, shit.
Exactly.
So it's the same process with that Narcan. And like, I don't think some people are ever going to get that. You're going to have those same people who complain about anything, be like, well, I don't want people to have WIC checks because, some pregnant woman who, shouldn't get milk for her child. She should work and get milk.
Yeah.
It's like, blow me. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, dude. I've tried to get, bro. I don't even know what to say because it's just dumb people.
Yeah.
I used to work for somebody who they were talking about shutting the needle exchange down in Atlantic City, and I have another side story about Atlantic City too. Dude was talking about shutting down the needle exchange there, and he asked me because he knew I was a heroin addict what I thought. I was like, listen, dude, people are gonna shoot drugs, right? I said, having the needle exchange there or not having the needle exchange is going to do absolutely zero to impact the people using drugs.
Yeah.
Having Narcan versus not having Narcan is going to do zero impact to people not doing drugs.
Exactly. People don't get that.
I said, what would you rather have? Would you rather have an Hep C epidemic on hands in your city or just fucking deal with it?
Yeah.
It's like you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Thing with the Narcan, too. You want people overdosing left and right?
Yeah.
You want to give if you have Narcan and 1,000 people don't get clean, but one person does, was it worth having the Narcan?
Right.
I'd say so. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? I obviously am for my tax money. But the same thing with these people, bro, is you have no say where your tax money goes. Like, you can vote, but, you really don't have any say. You know what I mean? Like, I vote every election because I can't, in good conscience, bitch about something that goes on in the world if I'm not voting.
Yeah.
And when I ask people, or when they bitch to me about politics, I'm like, did you vote? They say no. Then you're not qualified to have this fucking discussion.
Yeah.
Like, get out there and do something about it.
Exactly.
I don't complain about politics because I do almost nothing involved with them anymore. But I do vote, so that qualifies me to bitch about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my sidebar story. I just got off the phone with my girlfriend. She told me she was in one of her friend's apartment buildings, which I assume was in Atlantic City, and she found like a 8-ball Coke and like a whole bunch of heroin, like sitting on the floor. Like, her friend found it and then she threw it away. Could you imagine that? Yo, Joe, I'd be fucking done, dude. It's like, those weird scenarios and people are like, well, what would you do if you found this?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'd hope I'd get rid of it.
Right.
I really hope, but I can't call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She called me and told me that, and I was like, damn, girl. I was like, good for you. Of course, I fucked around with her a little bit. I was like, how was it, good or is it bad? She's like, I didn't try it. I'm like, I know you didn't try it.
Dude, I hope I never fucking have to go through something like that. That's just like...
Right? Good for her, though, man.
No, that's great. I mean, I get...
Fucking great for her, man.
I give it to her, bro.
And, her friend who found it, kept it around.
Here's my thing, is like...
Hold on. I just want to finish this. She kept it around because she didn't want some kid to find it in the building.
Yeah. I'm
like, good for you. You know what I mean? You fucking did some good. Someone's probably going to die because they lost a bunch of heroin. You know what I mean? Or somebody's super dope sick.
Yeah. Or somebody's getting shot.
Right.
My thing is, man, it's so funny because you only hear these stories when somebody's in recovery. You never hear somebody being dope sick, walking the street like, fuck, how am I going to get a fix? Holy shit, there's a half ounce of heroin right here. Score. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's so true. I had a buddy one time, I was living in a halfway house, and he found a fucking bundle outside the Wawa.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, when does that ever happen that you find a bundle when you need it?
Yeah.
Never, dude. It's like rich people winning the fucking lottery or something like that. You know what I mean? My grandmother, right? My grandmother and my grandfather did very well for themselves. She enters contests and wins prizes for shit all the time. Goes to the casino, hits. It's like money goes to money. You know what I mean? Like,
the rich get richer.
Me and you stay the same, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That Narcan thing's interesting.
Yeah. You know what she was saying to me? She was saying to me, my friend that brought it up.
She's in recovery, this girl?
No.
Oh, she's not.
She sort of kind of works in the field. What was she saying? She was saying something about how people are bitching because EpiPens for people that have allergies and shit, they have to pay for it or whatever, and people get Narcan for free. But she also made the point that not really, because you get a bill in the mail from the hospital.
For the Narcan?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure I got billed.
I mean, hey, dude, they're both allergies. You know what I mean?
I think I did.
You know, that's what some people don't get. You know, I'm of the mindset and the belief that we as drug addicts are, they call it the allergy, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, so girl A is born with an allergic reaction to strawberries. Or let's use nuts, for example, because that's common. Allergic reaction to peanuts. If she has peanuts, if she eats peanuts by mistake, she has to get shot with this EpiPen to bring her back to life, or she'll die. Me and you, born with an allergy to crack, crystal meth, heroin, PCP, marijuana, alcohol. Am I missing anything?
No, but I mean, go ahead, go on.
So we have the same allergy, right? Or an allergy of sorts.
Yeah.
So when we do too much or eat too many peanuts or bundles, we fucking die, and we need Narcan to bring us back. People don't get that, though. You know what I mean?
And they're not.
The problem is this addiction thing is looked at as a choice, and until it's more widely understood that it's not a choice.
That's a whole other podcast. But yeah, I want to go in right now, but I think I'm just gonna.
It's not the time and place.
It's not. Yet. No, it's not. It's not. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, I wonder how I would look at it if I wasn't an addict. Like, I really do. I really wonder if I'd be on the other side of the spectrum here, because like I could remember before I started doing heroin, being one of those people that were like, what a bunch of scumbags. You know what I mean? Like I did not like people that were into like heavy drugs. And I don't know why I resented them so much. I think it was because I saw how much fun they were having, but I was just too scared to try it. You know what I mean? And then finally that I got rid of that.
Well, you were probably conditioned to not want to do it too. I mean, you have good parents.
Yeah, no,
of course, of
course.
I think that's got a lot to do with it.
No, yeah, that too. But I mean, I was around heavy drugs for a long time before I started.
Didn't
doing
you say
them.
you smoked PCP at a really young age with somebody you knew?
No, but I almost did.
Oh, is that what?
That was the first thing I was introduced to.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
because like I asked some people, you know, that I know that you know we revolve around the same circle. They're like, yeah, I never even like saw PCP.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you know that weird shit that you smell when you're walking around in the hood? I was like, that's PCP.
Yeah.
I swear to God, bro, there's someone smoking it by the Wawa.
Probably. I don't doubt it.
I walk by every once in a while, and I'm like,
this is Atlantic City, bro. I mean, you know,
it's not
people
a smell
hitting
you forget.
No. Dude, I remember my first heroin. My first heroin dealer from Jersey City. He used to bring like those large sandwich bags full of it, dude, and it smelled so bad. He used to keep it in the refrigerator.
What did he have it? What do you mean sandwich bags? Did he have it on leaves or something like that?
Yeah, probably. It was
have
like
it on mint leaves.
Yeah,
that's how they do it in Camden.
Yep.
You buy mint leaves. You don't buy the dipstick because it's a liquid.
Yeah, it was wet. Yeah, it was definitely wet.
Yeah, I think I smoked that by accident when I was like 18, and then there was a time, I don't know, between 20. I don't know, dude. It was one of those things that I never like consciously sought out.
Yeah.
But someone's like, yo, you trying to hit this? I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean?
See, I've never done it.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah, I've never done PCP. I was introduced to it at 11 years old.
Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was like Thanksgiving of like 2005, and my cousin's like, yo, you're going to hit this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, no, the fuck I'm not. Mm-hmm. He's like, you don't hit this, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. You know what I mean? So I still didn't hit it. And he beat the shit out of me. But
hey, Joe, sometimes, you know, you got to take a beating. You don't rat on your friends and you take a beating.
I remember feeling so bad, though, that I didn't hit it. Like afterwards, I was like, man, I let him down. You know what I mean? And then like the next year I started smoking weed.
Right.
And then just whatever. But yeah,
it's a heavy duty fucking drug, bro. PCP.
I'll never forget that smell, though. Yeah.
and you know, coming from a guy who smoked a lot of meth, like PCP is a heavy drug. You know what I mean? It's not like something we should be taking for lightly.
No. I love watching those videos of people just fucking tripping out on it.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's one of those drugs. If you got like some severe like mental instabilities going on, like it's really gonna be brought out by PCP.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, I got rocketed into some like you know, amphetamine induced psychoses or whatever you want to say a few times. But yeah, PCP, bro. People do some wild shit.
Yeah, I can just imagine. I don't know, man. I was just always, I don't know. I just always wanted to chill out. That's why I love downers so much. You know what I mean? Until I found crack, and then it was just like over. But then it just went hand in hand. Like heroin and crack, I just couldn't do one without the other. You know what I mean?
And that was the thing about the speed, man, is, you know, out there where I was in Tahoe, there wasn't a lot of heroin. And if there was, it was tar. Because they don't have powdered heroin out there like we do out here.
Right.
And it was expensive. For like $15, I get like, you know, one high.
Yeah.
For $25, I'm high for 3 days off of crystal. So I was like, you know, why bother? So, you know, when my come down from crystal was either I just crash or I do more crystal and keep going. It was a terrible, terrible cycle.
I don't know if I would ever come back from
crystal.
If
it was nuts, dude. It was really nuts.
I don't know where I'd be. I don't know. I think I would just go off the rails. Thank God.
The best part about it is, dude, is I have, you know, from that and from the shit I'm doing now, I have this like kind of cool outlook on life. You know, it's a thing that I don't think is really talked about enough. It's like, it's kind of like guys who come back from war, right? I've never been in war, so I don't really know, but they've almost died. You know what I mean? So they live life a little bit differently than people who like haven't been through something like that. So I think I'm fortunate for all that experience. And now it's like, I have a high tolerance for people who are early sober and people who are still getting high. But after that point, dude, my tolerance level was fucking non-existent. Yeah. It's like, dude, I'm not trying to be beat for this shit anymore, dude. I spent so much time like fucking down on the bottom that I'm not, like, I get in arguments with people if I think you're talking to me in an inappropriate way, like, I'm going to tell you. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not taking, because it took years of just disrespect, like, on myself, really, and I'm not taking that shit from anybody anymore.
No, straight up. No, I agree 110%.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No, I agree with you. That's a funny way to look at it, though. Like, you've been to, you know, like you've been to war, like you almost died, you know?
Yeah, man, dude. I mean, that's what it's like. You know that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Came back from the dead 3 times. 3 separate times.
That's how many? And you got Narcan?
Yeah.
Both times? Yeah.
Yeah. And 2 of them were behind the wheel.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
I just couldn't wait.
Yeah, dude, no, I get it, bro. I used to use I pull my seatbelt down from here. You know, like you got the seatbelt like over your arm like this, and I just fucking wrap it around.
That's my trick.
And I'd be driving, you know, I could look at the road, drive with one wheel, light a cigarette, drink some coffee, and bam, at the same time. You know, It was fucking ridiculous. It's fucking crazy thinking I did that. And, dude, the thing that's really fucking me up now is like, all right, so Wawa, for example. I go in that Wawa and it's almost guaranteed I see somebody who's on heroin. Yeah. It's fucked up out here right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And the thing was, before I left to go to California, I didn't notice that that's what it was like. Because I don't think it was that bad yet. You know what I mean? I think since I left and then came back, the people, like, the numbers keep going up, like, exponentially every year. And, like, now, I guess now because I'm sober, like, I notice it more. You know what I mean? Like, I'm actually can see the world for what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up people around here, man. It's bad.
Speaking of California, we're gonna segue into the whole LeBron James thing.
Oh, dude. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Good segue, Joseph. So like, here's my take on the whole LeBron James thing, right? I don't know a lot about basketball, but I hear people complaining about him all the time, right? And they're like, oh, he's such an arrogant piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. All right. So comparing basketball players is like comparing musicians, right? Or comparing any sort of athlete is like comparing musicians. Okay. You really just can't do it. You know what I mean? It's like, they're fun arguments to have, but they really just can't be done.
He is the GOAT. I just think he made the wrong decision.
By going to LA?
Yeah, I think he should have stayed in the East. But
dude,
and I'm not even a Philly fan.
Right.
But I think it would have been cool to see him go to the Sixers.
Dude, he's just going to fucking own out West.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't knock him for that. You know what I mean? And here's the thing that I would consider when I was a basketball player. Like, one, when he went to Miami, right? Who wouldn't want to play in Miami?
Right.
I would love to be in Miami.
Yeah.
Miami's the shit. It's
Yeah.
nice all year round. The women are beautiful. The parties, the club scene. If you're like rich and famous, like that's the spot to be. And LeBron James isn't that kind of guy, dude. He's like Derek Jeter. Squeaky fucking clean. You know, humanitarian, takes care of his people. And like the thing was, when he went to Miami and he made that like that whole announcement or whatever.
That's when they burned his jerseys, right?
Yeah, or the decision is what I think they called it. He went on ESPN and announced, I'm taking my talents to South Beach, blah, 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 blah. And the thing was, man, you know, I got to check how old he was when he went down there.
When he went down there?
He was a fucking kid, man.
He was like 25.
Yeah, young, dude. Like a fucking kid.
Yeah. I mean, he dominated in the East, dominated in the Midwest. Now he's going to... I don't know. I don't think the Lakers are going to get anywhere with him, to be honest. Who the fuck do they have?
I mean, they just got Rajon Rondo, too. I mean, I don't know what that does for him.
The Sixers is a young team, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They did good. They do even better with LeBron.
2010.
But whatever, dude. I can give a shit about LeBron or the Sixers.
Right.
Or Philly.
So let's see.
Philly's on their high horse right now.
2004.
So maybe it's a good thing.
He was like 26, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When he went to the Heat, yeah.
Yep.
So 84, yeah, 26.
Dude, they took him right out of high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember watching him play high school basketball on my television. I'm like watching
it's
this
just
game.
Not even fair, dude.
I was watching this game with my brother, and I see the Irish, and I'm like, is this a Notre Dame game? He's like, nah, it's high school. I said, why the fuck is there a high school game on ESPN? My brother's like, oh yeah, this kid LeBron James is gonna be like fucking Michael Jordan. He's like literally probably the best basketball player we'll ever watch.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, dude. Like I go through like these highlights and awards. He has 12-time All NBA All-Star, or All NBA First Team, 3 Finals MVPs, three NBA championships, 3 NBA MVPs.
He's the GOAT. I mean, there's no doubt about it. There's really no denying that.
He is, man. And the thing that I like to defend him for is that, you know, he made this decision on ESPN and he was getting a lot of flack for it, but he was fucking 26, bro. You know what I mean? Like young, dude. Like I'm 27. You know, I'm a fucking young man. You know, people give me advice all the time and I take it. You know what I mean? This guy had the world by the balls. Like everything gets taken out of context and they put these people up on pedestals and it's like, bro, he's just some kid who's good at basketball. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, when you really think about it, right? Like you think about your high school gym class. You know, there was one kid who was just a fucking stud at every sport. Probably a dumbass. You know what I mean? Like probably wasn't the brightest guy. You know, whatever background he came from, but like probably, you know, I mean, he wasn't a genius. But it's like maybe that's what happened with LeBron too, and like people give him a lot of shit, but it's like, dude, you never hear about his name in a negative light other than people shitting on him for what he's good at. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't beat his wife. I'm thinking he's married to the same girl he was dating in high school.
Really?
They've been together forever.
I don't even fucking know.
I'm not sure if he's married or not, but I know he's been with her forever. Let's see.
I'm sure he is.
Personal.
How old's he now? 33?
I think so. Yeah, he was born in 84, so yeah, he's 33.
That's crazy, dude.
Wild, right? He's been in the league since 2013. 33. He's been in the league for 15 years, and he's fucking 33 years old.
It's been that long, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Early life. It's wild, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, good for him, dude. Going to LA. I mean, I'd want to either be in LA or Miami, wherever I'm at.
Yeah.
You know? What's your favorite city, JoJo?
My favorite city? I don't know. New York, dude.
Well, I was hoping you weren't going to say Trenton.
Fuck off. No. Trenton hasn't been good to me. But, nah, dude, New York. When it comes to sports and entertainment in general. Dude, New York is the best city.
On the fucking planet.
It's the best city.
It's like, dude, the weirdest thing for me, man, is, all right, so you're from Toms River. I'm from a little town called Acco in Camden County, right?
That's not even a real place.
Acco, yeah. People, I remember, I think I was living in D.C., and this kid was like, yeah, where do you live? Acorn? I'm like, bro, it's fucking Acco.
Acorn?
Acorn, yeah. He like couldn't get it. No, it was this kid that I used to hang out with when I was up in Cherry Hill. He was like, yeah, well, Acorn? I'm like, Acco, bro. ACO. He like couldn't get it through his head. He's like, Acorn, what's the name of that place? It's like a small ass town at like the end of Camden County. But people from there, like I went to high school with kids who've never been to New York City. And it blows my mind because it's literally the mecca of the universe.
It really is.
You know what I mean? Like New York City, the spot.
Yeah.
Like literally on the entire planet, people come to go to New York. And you live 90 minutes away and you don't want to go to New York. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's overwhelming, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot, but it's like, I handle New York in small doses. You know, I go up for an event, you know, I go up for a day trip. I go see my family in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? I'm not like...
Brooklyn's awesome, dude.
Brooklyn's fantastic.
Yeah.
My cousin owns like a hardware store, a little 5 and dime. He has a lot of property there. My Aunt Barbara makes... hands down the best.
You got an Aunt Barbara too?
Yeah.
That's what's
She makes the best eggplant parm on the planet.
Ooh.
Phenomenal.
Eggplant parm is like my favorite, dude.
Right?
It's
so
straight up.
I make it all the time for my girlfriend, man.
Do you?
Oh, dude, it's great.
Dude, when is dinner?
I'll make some this week.
All right.
I have some chicken parm in my fridge actually too. Maybe I'll eat that tomorrow.
Dude, I love chicken parm, but it's just something about eggplant parm.
Yeah.
But no, I actually haven't been to New York in a while because when you're a heroin addict, you don't tend to go on many trips or, you know, save money or time to do anything. Right. So it's been a little bit. But I used to love my sister went to school in New York, so she lived up in the Bronx for a while.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you go to school? Fordham?
No, Manhattan College.
Oh, Manhattan College.
Yeah. So we used to visit her. We used to go to this pizza place across the street. It was
Yo,
called
Uncle Gino's?
No,
Uncle Gino's Pizza on
no,
145th?
Goodfellas Pizza. It was pretty good. From what I remember, I was a little kid. But just like going to a Yankees game, you know what I mean? And just like spending a day. I know you're a Mets fan.
I am a Mets fan. Right now I'm a Rick Vaughn Cleveland Indians
I love the
fan.
jersey, dude.
It's solid, right?
Nice touch.
Yeah, my dad got this for me, dude. I like flipped my shit when he bought it for
Your
me.
dad's the shit. He knows what's up.
Yeah, dude, he's the man.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever seen Major League. I think he may have.
Really?
But I think he know because like I watched this movie repeatedly.
Yeah.
The first two ones. The third one was garbage.
Fucking love Charlie Sheen.
Marbles. Marbles.
He's one of my biggest idols.
He's the man, dude.
He's got
tiger blood.
I got tiger blood, man.
See, the greatest thing about Charlie Sheen is he just does not give a
He's so
flying
honest.
fuck.
Dude, he's so honest. How can you hate Charlie Sheen? How?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, he's not the kind of guy I would want to have as a role model for my children. But as like an adult male, I think he's the shit. You know, I take that back. I don't necessarily agree with what he does, you know, with all like the womanizing bullshit. Like, that's not how I want to live my life. But I respect the fact that he owns it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He does own it.
He's like, this is me and this is how I'm going to be. If you like me, cool. If not, like, fuck you. I'm going to smoke like a 7-gram rock to the face.
Yeah, that's what he said. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them. Like, dude, all right. If I could go back in time. And the one
Here's the thing, Joe, real quick, bro.
Right.
Me and you could each blow down probably a half ounce of crack if we could afford it.
Oh, yeah.
Easily, right?
Oh, dude, don't get me wrong, dude. Don't get me wrong at all. Like, it's not like... See, I did heroin because I had to do heroin.
Right.
If I didn't, I would become sick.
Right.
And nobody wants that. So I made sure every day I got what I wanted. If I had extra money, I'm getting some rock. You know what I mean? So if I had some rock, you know that I was having a pretty good fucking day.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Say that again. I'm sorry, man. I read something. I know I'm a piece of shit, Joe. Joe, I care about you, Joe. Joe, I care about you.
Listen, I was saying,
You hate me now.
No, I don't hate you. I fucking love you. If I had rock, you know that I had a good day.
Oh, because it was something
I mean?
extra.
Yeah, I have to take a piss.
All right. Yeah. See, the thing with me was I once I eventually moved into that like upper phase, like crack is what I had to have. You know what I mean? Like I was doing crystal for a while, and then it was like crack that I went to. It was my fucking go-to. You know what I mean? I eventually just stopped doing heroin. Like I would do like a bag or two not to get sick, and it was just crack. And it was over for me. Like I have one of my boys, I call him Mendoza is his nickname. I'm not going to say his real name. I don't know if he'd want me to. But he explains it like this. He's like, heroin I was married to, and crack was my super sexy side bitch that I didn't, like I liked, but like didn't like enough to like break it off my wife for. And it was like, you know, super misogynistic, but it like makes sense in my sick, twisted head. Jojo, you hear what I'm saying back there?
All I hear is crack.
Oh yeah, I kind of got off on a tangent on it. I was saying, dude, one of my boys, he says heroin is his wife, and cracks that super sexy side chick that he can't let go of. Does that make any sort of sense to you?
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Right, that's what I thought. Right,
that's a great way to put it.
This kid's shot, but I don't know. I thought it was a great way to put it too.
All I heard was crack.
Dude, I had to go, bro, and that's what we were talking about. I didn't want to start a new conversation without you here.
Oh, good. Yeah.
How was your pee? Good pee? Did you wash your hands?
No, I don't do that. No, I'm just kidding.
You didn't? You're kidding that you don't do that? You're kidding you didn't wash your hands?
I don't know. Think about it.
I don't think you washed your hands,
Think about it, bro.
Oh man. What other shit do we want to cover tonight, JoJo?
I know we had a lot of shit, man, but let
me look at this text message you sent me. Yeah, I mean, dude, I think we're doing a really good job trying to accumulate stuff to talk about on our show.
There was a movie trailer out. There's a couple movie trailers out.
I haven't watched any of them yet. We're gonna have to let those go for next time. All right. I want to feel. One movie though that you had mentioned to me was The Purge. And I think you wanted to discuss a real life purge scenario. Do you want to dive into that right now?
Bro, what would you do?
So I didn't see the movie, but I understand the concept, right? Like it was like 12.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one. But there's a new one that's coming out.
So it was 12 hours where there are no laws, right?
Yeah.
And there's like people who are exempted from the rules, like political officials or some shit like that.
Right.
What kind of crimes would I commit?
Yeah. Would you kill? Would you murder?
I don't have anybody I feel that strongly about killing.
No?
I think it'd be a lot of theft, dude. A lot of theft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd like to think I wouldn't do that, but I'd probably steal a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Cars. Maybe just steal someone's house. You're going to go in there and be like, yo,
this is mine now. This is mine.
Yeah. You can live in the shed and then slap him out. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really like to think I'm not living that kind of life anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay. You want to get spiritual on me?
No, I might like take a plane.
Take a plane?
Or a gas
station? Do you know how to
station.
ride a plane?
I know how to ride a bike.
Same concept.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
What kind of crime would you commit?
That's what I'm thinking about. I don't know, man.
You know, see, you wouldn't do some dumb shit like that either, bro. You wouldn't do that. I think you're too good of a guy to do some shit like that. Like, what would you want? You know what I mean? Here's the thing, bro. I spent a lot of my life breaking the law, right? And I only broke the law out of necessity because I had to get high. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm sober, I don't have any real reason to break the law, nor do I really want to. You know what I mean? Mm. Here's the thing. This is kind of what I'm getting at. If I needed to break the law now, I just would do it anyway. You know what I mean? Because that was the kind of person I was. Is that I would just break the law. I don't need some fucking fake purge scenario to like justify breaking the law. I would just do it. You know what I mean?
No, I see where you're coming from.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't really even give it much thought. I forgot I even mentioned that to you last week.
You just thought it'd be cool?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a cool idea, man. Get people chatting, on the wire. Like, what would you do in a purge scenario? I've heard that question asked before.
Yeah. Shit, like I'm trying to think too. Who? That's probably not healthy. Like, who do I hate enough to kill and to say it and broadcast it?
Right? Yeah, like I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's also, realistically, bro, I don't think there's really anybody I want to do that to.
Yeah.
I
don't know. That's bugged out.
I would commandeer like a big studio and like steal a whole bunch of podcasting equipment.
Would you?
Yeah. Can you get famous off of stolen equipment? I think you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Shout out to all the people you know who you are.
What the hell's the difference?
Are letting us borrow your equipment and your studio space.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'd probably just steal some shit. I feel like that'd be it.
Yeah, I would definitely get some studio equipment.
Right? Yeah, get some shit you'd want to use.
Some nice speakers, a nice microphone.
I'd really like to get some. These microphones are really good, but like having dude, there's such a difference in quality when you get like real good like these. I got these 3 microphones for like $40.
Just upgrade, you know what I mean?
Dude, and get like a fucking $600 microphone.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know what to do with your voice, bro. they'd be all over your voice.
What do you mean?
You have a great voice.
I do?
Yeah, bro. You got a face for radio too.
All right. I see where you're coming from.
What? You don't like that, JoJo, do you?
Face for radio?
Yeah. My dad used to say that to me all the time. You don't think that's funny, do you?
Now I do.
It is kind of funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's a dad joke, you know?
I want to get an internship working on the radio.
You want to get an internship?
Yeah, or doing something like on a film set or something.
I'm
tired of working a job where I don't fucking love it.
Yeah, bro, I feel you.
You know?
I really enjoy my job, man, and it allows me to do like a bunch of cool shit. You know what I mean?
You don't have to fucking rub it in.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's nice to be in a position where that like I'm so situated where I can like enjoy my work and then like I got time to do stuff. I mean, you know, further down the road, I'd like to do something like this as some sort of a career. But it's like, how do I market this? You know what I mean? That's really the goal.
Yeah.
You know, dude, if I got paid, and this is the thing I love about podcasts, is I love to talk, right? I like talking to people. I like listening to what people have to say. I like this long form of conversation. Really, throughout the week, this is the longest me and you sit down and talk. You know, me and you never go somewhere and sit down for an hour and just talk the whole time.
It'd be weird.
It would be, but this makes it unweird. It
Right.
makes it cool.
Right.
But I always said, like, getting paid to podcast would be my absolute dream job. Because I get to just talk, and people pay to listen to what I have to say.
Yeah.
I like...
No, it's the ultimate fucking dream job, dude.
But I think sometimes people...
To sit and bullshit and just, you know,
have
kick it.
Great
just kick
time. It. Yeah. I don't know. What would be cool? You said you'd like to intern somewhere. What if we get an intern for our show?
If we...
Yeah. Instead of interning yourself, what if we get an intern?
That'd be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool,
Because then we just feel fucking super important.
Right. I'd be like, yo, intern, coffee.
Yeah.
Intern, pedicure.
Yeah.
Intern, sup. You know what I mean? I don't know. It'd be nice, dude. Yeah. So, yo, what are you laughing at me for, bro? All right. So this is we're now casting on the Brian and Joey show for an intern. The job requirements are almost none. Maybe if you just want to come hang out and watch us record, and we can give you title of intern.
Take notes.
Just
sit and take notes.
Record. You can press.
Just make me feel important. You know.
Right. You can press the stop and record button because the camera has certain limitations on how long we can record. So it'd be nice if I didn't have to get up. We'd have somebody.
Right.
We should bring somebody to do that for us next time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who fucking loves us enough to do that?
My mom loves me a lot. I don't think she would do it.
She
though.
wouldn't, right?
She wouldn't.
Dude, I got a gang of people down here.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm sure that...
Whole lot of gang shit?
A whole lot of gang shit.
Yeah. We should, we need some t-shirts for the Brian and Joey show. We got to work on that.
T-shirts.
T-shirt time. So we're also looking for a graphic designer to help for the Brian and Joey show logo.
There's an idea.
Right?
There's
we need a logo.
We need a logo.
So
is that are we set in stone with the name now?
I think so.
Brian and Joey show.
Yeah, like why not? It tells
Keep
what
it
it's
simple,
about.
stupid.
Yeah, the Brian and Joey show. I think it sounds good, right?
Yeah.
You know, I like the Hakuna Licata production company.
It flows off the tongue.
But I think the Brian and Joey show sounds great.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Brian, you're Joey, we're doing a show.
Fuck it.
I mean, why get super like into what it's called?
Send it.
You know, Brian and Joey show.
Yeah.
You know, all the other podcasts I listen to, the Joe Rogan Experience, the Duncan Trussell Family Hour, Tangentially Speaking with Chris Ryan, it's all got their names in it. We know who they are. We know who's on the show. You know, if you're listening to the Brian and Joey show, you're like, oh, Brian and Joe.
Joey.
Perfect. Joey.
There's more.
Joey.
You got to add the Y on it. Only because it's just more flavor.
It's more fun, dude.
It's
like, yo,
it's a lot more flavor. It's a little
like you know, call Uncle Joe, be like, yo, my boy Joey was over here. Joey, I love Joey. Joey, JoJo.
Everybody loves Joey.
It's a great, there's so many variations of that name. Yeah. Joe, JoJo, Joey Bag of Donuts.
Yeah.
Joey Boxed his Jelly Donuts.
I'm Uncle JoJo to my nephews and nieces.
I see. I like you as Cousin Joe.
Cousin Joey.
Cousin Joey. Where did that whole thing come from, Cousin Joe? Cousin Joey. Like you go by that, right? Or like your Snapchat handle is Cousin Joe or something like that?
I think at one point it was Cousin Joey.
And what's the deal with that? Just cuz?
I'm very family orientated. Right. I love it.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man, dude. If you're my friend, you're pretty much my family. You know what I mean? Yeah. I extend the same courtesies I extend to a close friend as I would to my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Invite you into my home, all sorts of shit like that. Like friends and family, the line's almost non-existent.
It's like, oh, cousin Joey.
Yeah, cousin Joey. Yeah,
Cousin Joey.
bring cousin Joey over for a cannoli.
Right.
Or man, I got.
Yeah. Spaghetti with the fucking white clam sauce.
Ah, it's my favorite.
You like that? The fucking white clam sauce.
Oh, do it the white clam sauce. I'm a fan of the. I don't know. I'm tired, dude. It's late. It's hot as fuck in here.
It is hot. I hate this fucking weather. I hate this time of year. I don't like it, dude. It's humid.
Summer's fun, dude. You get to go to the beach. It's like June is great. September is great. July and August suck.
September is the shit.
September is great, dude. There's gonna be nobody down here. Blue skies, warm days, cool nights. The water temperature is awesome.
I just want the fall weather, dude.
Dude,
that's all I want. I love
you
fall.
like the fall, JoJo.
I love the fall.
Fall doesn't always treat you well, JoJo.
I know. I always fall down
in the fall.
In
the autumn. I think we should sometime down the future we throw a Brian and Joey show party, where we have like a meet and greet with our listeners in the area.
Okay.
You think it's a
Dude,
good
I'm
idea?
totally down.
Maybe we'll do that in the fall, your favorite time of year. It's something to look forward to. We can build a fan base
Yeah,
up.
I got to definitely stay busy because once, for some reason, dude, every time the leaves change, so does my sobriety date. And I don't know why that is, bro. It's like Thanksgiving and like Christmas time. I don't know how to stay clean around that time.
Dude, the thing for me was...
I don't know why.
Tax return season, bro. Tax returns always took me out.
It'll get you.
Dude, this was the first one in like 10 years that I didn't get high on.
Really? Good for you, dude.
I put it into my apartment, man.
Good for you.
Never happened before. So this fall, dude, the Brian and Joey show is committing to Joe having the same sobriety date for the entire length of autumn.
Yeah. I got it my new sobriety date's tattooed on my thigh.
Get up and show the camera, Joe.
Should I?
Yeah, of course.
I decided to make it permanent. It's not professionally done at all, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I think Jess did a great job, man.
Yeah.
Our mutual friend Jess.
I got no snare in my headphone. I got no snare.
You gotta you're playing with the wrong one, I think, aren't you?
One?
Yeah, hold on, let me see it. Better? Can you hear?
Nothing. There we go.
You're good. You're on.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I
honestly really did it because you were there testing my gangster, and you're like, you won't. You won't. I said, get the fucking gun.
Is that really why you did it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like bad but great at the same time. You know what I mean?
I think. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's infected.
It doesn't look infected.
It's whatever.
I think it's cool that Jess does that shit, bro. I would never get a home tattoo from anybody. I don't have any tattoos, so I definitely wouldn't get one from somebody's house. The whole cleanliness factor is something that's important to me. I made it really far without like Hep C or any of that other shit. So like, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Also, if I'm gonna get a tattoo done, I want it professionally done.
Yeah.
But I give Jess the credit for.
It's just I'm super early.
Tattoos.
I'm impulsive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess it's for a good cause, right?
Yeah. You think we're gonna regret anything we say on this podcast?
I don't care, dude. I'm sending it.
Yeah, I don't care either, but I'm probably gonna regret something.
Yeah.
But hey, dude, I guess you're not doing it right if you don't have any regrets, right?
Yeah. Scotty P, baby.
Scotty P.
No regrets. Not even a single letter.
Regrets.
Yeah.
That was a commercial too, wasn't it? No regrets. It said like some guy got a tattoo like that. What's Scotty P? What was this from?
We're the Millers, dude. The movie. That's what it's from.
Yes. It was the young kid, the retarded kid, right?
Yeah. Scotty P. For real. Yeah.
But yeah, so back to it. I think we should have a meet and greet in the fall so we can keep that tattoo true to what it is. The best thing Jess did was she said that if you relapse, she will definitely make fun of you more now because you have the tattoo on you.
That's fine, man.
So I love that good spirit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just another, just give me the reasons to stay this way. You know what I mean?
I can't believe that was a week ago you've had that tattoo for a week.
Feels like a month.
It was a week ago today you got that tattoo. Or was it a week ago yesterday you got that tattoo?
Probably yesterday.
Yesterday, right? We did the last podcast on a Sunday. Now tonight's Monday. Ugh. All right, JoJo. I really have to piss. I think this is great. Brian and Joey show, episode 2.
I had fun.
Did you?
We have fun here.
We do. We have a great time here. I think we're really, we're starting to build into something. We get, 1 or 2 or 3 topics that are relevant. We go off of that and we talk shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, we're on to something.
I think we are too.
It's a podcast about making a podcast.
Right. Yes. It's a great idea, Joe. Good work.
So,
we got to, sprinkled in with little crystal meth stories, current events, and
you got to.
Yeah, dude. And then, a great thing that also to keep in mind, your friend Ashley told us about the Narcan thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like message us, hit us up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Say something to us on Instagram.
Whatever you guys want to hear. Because here's the thing is it's like our buddy Alex used to say. It's like,
right.
We're just fucking regular schmoes. I mean, not really, but in a sense, it's
you regular, son. You regular.
Yeah.
You regular.
Yeah. But people listen to Bill Burr because he's Bill Burr. You know what I mean? On Bill Burr's podcast, he could talk about jack shit because he's Bill Burr. People listen to him because he already has a fan base. He already has something that he's famous for.
Right, he's got that platform.
You know what I mean? Same thing with Joe Rogan. I mean, He has celebrities on,
Yeah.
So, I mean, people are going to bash me for telling my heroin and crack stories and this, that, and the other. And they're going to be like, why are you putting that on social media and this, that, and the other? It's like, dude, number one, I'm not ashamed of my past. Number two, like, I gotta spice it up somehow. What, do you just want to know how my day at work went?
Right. No one wants to know that. No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
People want to hear shit that's interesting.
They want to hear it spicy, bro. Not every day does somebody live the life that we lived.
Mm-hmm. And then live to talk about
to tell
it.
the story.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man.
I'm
done.
You're done?
I'm done.
That's
I'm tapped out.
JoJo, great podcast. We're going to be back, I guess either next Sunday or Monday. So our release date.
I'm thinking, let's try for Sunday.
Yeah. So our next release date will be a week from today, which is, what today is? July 9th. Yeah, July 9th. It should be uploaded and everything like that. Right. I got to go help my grandmother's friend empty out some stuff in her attic up in Whiting, of course.
Whiting?
Yeah.
It's my neck of the woods.
I know it's your neck of the woods. Manchester Township, right?
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. You don't like those guys up there, do you?
I fucking hate Manchester.
All right. Well, okay. My grandma's friend, needs some help emptying some stuff in the attic, and go help. Maybe get a slice of pizza with grandma and call it a day.
All right. Good.
All right, JoJo.
Good.
We're gonna wrap it up. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please follow us on Instagram. Share it with your friends.
Insta's growing.
Joe is our he is the man on the Instagram page.
The man on the gram.
Yeah, man on the gram.
Yeah,
he is. Joe, fun. You are. You're the man on the gram. You're better at that shit than I am, and we'll get it done. So, all right, JoJo.
Next week.
Yep, next week.
All right.
Peace.